Module 18, Bugfix and Barcoding. Another free lesson to help you become a better coder. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your continued support helps make these videos possible. And as always, I thank you all for watching this video. In this video, there are two things we are going to need to do. The first is to debug the login error, and the second, we are going to implement the barcode for employee number. Let's see how I accomplish this logic. Good morning. Alright, let's go to our project management folder. Access projects, project management folder. We are going to make a copy of this. Actually, before we make a copy, let me explain to you what we are going to do. So we are going to try to do something with the barcode. Specifically, it's a 3 of 9 barcode. Alright. I tried that earlier. I had an error. I had an inception error. So let me show you the error. We're going to fix the error, and then we are going to implement the barcode. Alright, so let's make a copy of this. Let's paste that. We're going to name this guy. We're going to do a bug fix. There's issues with the employee global variable object. So let's do module 18 bug fix, and how about 39 barcode. Alright, so let's go in there. I'm going to show you the issues, the error, and then we're going to implement the barcode. Alright, so let me explain to you first, and then you can follow along. I think if you know what's going on beforehand, it might make it easier to follow what I am about to say. So the first thing that this guy does when he launches this main navigation, the first thing that this guy does, actually right here, event, is going to do this onload thing. Alright, so let me show you. So onload is going to first set the color. Alright, first set the color. Well, when you put this guy to as number one, it's going to try to open up that first form, which is the calendar. Alright, remember this menu item 1 is the calendar. If we scroll up here, you see there, menu item 1 is the calendar. Alright, so there's an issue because last time we implemented the two subforms on the calendar. And the calendar was trying to open up this guy. Let me show you this one. Calendar task. The calendar was trying to open up this guy that we implemented last time, which it didn't create any error because we had already been working on the application. You see, if you open it fresh, alright, like real first time, it's going to say, wait a minute, that thing is null, you cannot detect anything in there. Alright, so now let's take a look at the error. I'm going to close this down. Don't save anything. Watch. You see there? And that guy points to this calendar task subform here. Alright, so if we go to debug, that guy is null, and you know what, you cannot set anything here, you cannot detect anything in there. Alright, you cannot detect anything in there. That's because that main navigation is trying to open up this first item. You see there? Set focus means put this guy on that first focus, which is the calendar. And we haven't got to the displaying we haven't got to checking out the employee. So there's a problem there. Alright, there's a problem there. Now if you continue, it would be just fine. If you continue, it would be just fine. So we're going to try to continue. Alright, let's go to continue. Alright, let's go end, and it's just going to be fine. Now it's just going to say, hey, don't forget that error, just continue. And then when you say, hey, don't forget that error, just continue, and then it's just going to go do this, do that, and finally doing this. And that's why it was okay for after that. See that? That's why we preset this guy to there, and it just logs in. Alright, well, to prevent that from happening, let me show you how to prevent it from happening. We had this one earlier. I took it out. Evidently, when we did it, it was fine because that object was already in cache. So we're going to do this. Alright, and we're going to default this guy to S employee here. ID equals whatever, however you want, but yeah, however you want. So we defaulted to there. Now I'm going to come back here and grab this name right here, which is the main form name, main navigation name. Alright, and here we want to say if not is no. Now we can detect this guy. You see, we can say, hey, go find out if this guy is no or not. Then as employee ID equals .txt employee ID, and that will be fine. Alright, and now from here, this guy will always be something, you see, because we preset it in here, and it will at least be this guy. Alright, or if this ID on the main navigation form is not empty or null, then we're going to get a new one right here. Alright, so therefore we don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. And then we should take this guy out and use our predefined one. Use this guy comes from here. Alright, and this will overcome the error. Alright, this will overcome the error. So let's take a look. Okay, we're going to close this out. Let's save this. Open up. No issues. You see there? No issues. Alright. So I'm going to close that out. Close the whole thing down. Let's go back in there. Now when you close the whole thing, your whole application, it means that you just clear all the cache. Alright. All that's in the memory. The employee object. Before it was set and we just kept working and it was fun and it's just dandy and no issues, right? Well, when you reopen it, then there's a problem. Alright, let's go in there. Open up the main navigation. No issues. That's what we want. Alright, that's what we want. If you want to test that and play around with that, and that's okay, okay? You want to take it out and redo it again, the bug, put the bug back in, and then you should, yeah, if you want to really understand how the process works, you should do that, okay? Alright, I'm going to close this down. We got one out of the way. That was a bug fix. The second one, we are going to implement the 3 of 9 barcode. Alright, so let's go to your browser of your choice. We are going to type in 3 of 9. You see there, I said 3 of 9 right there. I already checked this guy out. What we want is this first one. let's see what this one is. Alright, it says fontforfree.net. Fontforfree.net. That's what we want. We want this guy. Alright, I've got to give credit to Paul Andre LeBlanc for coming up with this code. This week there's been 170 download of this code, of these fonts already. So let's download this guy. And and let's save as. We're gonna put this, see right there. I'm gonna delete this guy because those were not right. These were not right, so I'm gonna delete that. I tried that earlier, it didn't work, so I'm gonna delete those guys. Alright, let's cancel that. Let's try to do it again. There you go. So that would be the, see how the zip folder is different than the previous one. So we're gonna save that, see if this one will work. And now go to the download. We're gonna extract this guy, right click, keep the keep everything the same. Right, and we can delete these later. Go in there. So there are 3 files. We are interested in the 3 of 9 right here. Right, TTF, true type font. Okay, true type font. That's what we want. So right click on that guy. It's going to say install. Alright, installing. It installed. Alright. The next thing that we want to test is the we're going to check this guy out, see what it looks like. I'm going to type in my name, Jack, Panyakone. Alright, no space. And then we are going to look at, I wonder if that is the one. Let's go, 3 of 9 barcode. You see there? 3 of 9 barcode. That looks right. Alright, so let's go in here. Think to test this out, the best place is to go in there. And I'm going to massage this just a tad. Move this booger down. And then copy this guy, paste, and then arrow up, and it's going to come up. Alright. Somehow this font, we're going to make it yay big. And then name this guy to txt employee number code. Alright, we don't have the employee number yet, but we're gonna do that later. But right now we'll just want to see if the barcode is going to show up or not. We are going to find out. So go to home. While that guy selected, you see that barcode, it just showed up right there. We just select that. Alright. And I think that's good enough. Now if you want to make this guy just a tad bigger, maybe 16, but that looks good right there. 16 looks good. I'm going to keep it right there for now. All we want is just to see what's going on here. Alright, so let's go to code behind, and we're going to look for display employee right here. Alright, I am just going to come right behind under the employee ID and say employee, see that number code equals, alright, OEM dot employee. We're gonna use the first name and last name. We're gonna concatenate these two guys to get the field last name like that. Alright, and let's take a look, see if it shows up. Let's go to main navigation, administration, employee, and we're gonna type in my name right there. Look at that, it shows up. How cool is that? Well, when my scanner comes in, we're gonna test my scanner. Alright, we're gonna test the scanner, see if the scanner reads it. Obviously, you don't want to use your name as the barcode. Alright, you don't want to do that. We'll go ahead and add the employee number. Alright, let's close this down. Let's go to the table, employee design. We don't have employee number here. We're going to add employee number. That's good enough. Short is good enough. I'm going to move this guy up right behind this guy. Save. And I'm going to copy this guy. We need to go to our, let's go to code behind, go to class module, looking for employee, and right here behind the password, we're going to add the new one, just like that. See there? And right behind here, I'm just going to copy these two properties here, get set, paste. Right up here, I'm going to copy that, paste, take the S out from the name, right, that's fine. Take the S out from here, take the S out from here, that's good. Now let's go to the bottom. You see where I'm getting at now? Equals empty. Alright. Now let's go to the module, employee DB access. On the very bottom here, let's implement this. Paste. Oh yeah, we gotta take the S out. See there? Equals RS employee number. Save. We're not done yet. Right up here, it's another one, RS, and take that S out. Equals OEM period dot employee. You see employee number. I think that's all we have. Let me see. Let's take a look at the upstairs. Anything? Oh, right here. There's another one right here. We have to make sure we implement all these in here. All right. Right there, equals employee number. Alright, save. Control S. I think that's all. Okay. Now, how are you going to get all that? How are you going to set all that number in there? Obviously, it's going to take a while. We've got 8,000 some or so. Let's see, what is the best way to populate this number? I'm gonna temporarily doing this. Sub update employee number. And then we're gonna iterate through this guy. Copy. Actually, we don't need that. Yeah, we do copy. And then we're gonna say we are gonna need private new employee number. Private function. private function, and then we are going to return a string. And here we're gonna paste that guy in there, and what we want inside here, all right, we want to say select max, and then we're going to say employee number. As new number from employee, that's it. That's all we need. We just need a new number there. All right, now what we need also we need to be able to increment this guy, so we got to say new employee number as int. We don't need this guy. We need to default this guy to. I'm going to copy this guy right here. We need to default this guy to emp. You can preset this to anything. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to 6 characters long, just in case. All right. Now, if you have this many employees, you are very good. All right. Well, maybe I'll shorten it out. 1. Yeah, you have that many employees. You are awesome, yo. All right. So that will be all preset, and now we can say. Now remember, this guy will return something, whether it be 0 or anything. All right. So whether it be 0 or anything, it will return something. Okay. Now if the table is null or is empty, all right, it's also gonna say nothing. All right, nothing. Okay. So let's get the rs as record set, because we need to say set rs equals current db open record set SQL. Now when you do this, all right, when you do that, if the table is empty or is empty, all right, the record count, if the record count right here will be 0. All right, if the table is empty. But if the table there is something in the table, like 1 record, 2 records, and regardless, as long as it has a record, all right, it will return something. All right, that something may or may not be this. There's something, yeah. So something weird with this procedure. So just take my word for it. You just want to see, hey, do we have anything in there? All right, that's all it says. It said, do I have anything in there? If I do, then I want this. I want I new equals right rs new number. Actually, we're going to change that to current. Let's change that to current number. My bad. Current number. We say current number, comma, how many characters do you want? I want, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 characters long. All right. So that means it's going to grab the beginning to this guy. You get that now? Now we want to say convert this guy to integer. All right. And then you say in, like so. Now we'll have an integer to work with. You see there now? Now what do we want? We want to identify. How many characters or what they are. All right, or the 10 or the 1 or the whatever. So here's what we do. If I new number is less than 9, yes, less than 9. Then, and if Now less than 9 means an 8, right? That's the highest that you can go. If it's 8, you come in here. Let's do less than 10. Let's see what that does. If it's less than 10, it will be 9. Okay, if it's less than 10, it will be 9. And then we want to say I new number equals I new number plus 1. So if it's 9, it's going to add 1 to it. It will be 10. Alright, so that means let's see what does it mean. You know what that means, that this guy will be EMP dash, and then we need to convert this guy to string, like so. So let's think about this. So if it comes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it will come to here, and we'll add 1 to it, it will be 10. And then we'll say else if I new number is less than 100, then we'll do the same thing. We say new number equals, actually, you know what, I just missed something there. I just caught myself. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and convert this guy to I new number plus 1, and then we just add this guy to 1, 2, 3, 4. You see there? We got 4 right here. So this guy is going to add it to 10. Oh, cannot be doing that. Cannot be doing that. Because if it's 10, then it's going to extend it 1 more. So that won't work. So that has to be 9. Alright, and this guy's got to be 99. You see there? So if it's 8, it's going to come in here and add 9 to it. Alright, and that way we'll keep these 4 digits, 4 zeros in front. Alright. If it's not less than 9, is it less than 99? If it's less than 99, for example 98, it's going to jump in here. So that would be like 98, you see? Or 98, that would be 99 right there, for instance. So if it's 98, it will go in there, I will add 99 to it. That's good, that's good, that's what that's what needs to happen. Similarly here, alright, so if it's 8, it's going to be 9 there, and that keeps the 5 digits right there in that format. Okay, so that's how that works. And then else if I new less than 99, then 999, then do this. New number equals EMP dash 00 and convert it to string I new number plus 1. Here again, if it's 998, it will add 999 here, and we retain the 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see there? So that's how that works. Take that out. Alright, else if I is less than, this time will be 9,999, then new number equals EMP dash 0 and string I new number plus 1. Here again, if you have 9,998, add to this, it will be 9,999, and we'll keep that digit in there. All right, so that's how that works. And here's the last one, else. All we have to do is equals emp. Oops, if you know how to get my fingers right here. Else it will be so. String I plus 1. All right. So that's how that's going to work. Well, if you have more than 10,000 employees, you are good. All right. So we are going to do this. All right. First off, this employee, there are a whole lot of, that's a whole bunch of them. All right, that is a whole bunch of them. That's too many to go through. It's going to take some time, because when you read record sets, it's pretty slow. All right, it's pretty slow. How are we going to streamline this? Obviously, let's go ahead and finish this guy. When you do update here, so this new employee number is good right there. All right, that's one thing that I forgot here, and you didn't even tell me. All right, we want to say OS, close the record string, connection string, not record string, and then dispose this record set. Oops. All right, so that's done right there. I'm going to copy this name to right down here, so if we get any exception, we know where it is. Now let's work on this one. Now when we do this update, all we want is just, we want to select everybody from, this is just initial. All right, so in the future you won't have to do this. Once we're done this, we're just going to delete this guy out. We want record set. Going to take that out, and then set OS equals current db open record set, like so. If OS record counts greater than 0, do me a favor, I'll go ahead and do this before I forget. Set OS equals nothing, and here we want to go ahead and move to the first position, first record, move first, and then we'll do until OS is in the file loop. OS move next. Good. All right, so all we want is to do this. If is null, OS employee exclamation employee number, then and if edit update OS exclamation employee number equals new employee number, like so. That's how we're going to work. So it's going to iterate through that until it gets done. Remember, 8,000 for Microsoft Access, that's a lot of number. Alright, it's going to take maybe 2-3 minutes to get done. So let's do that. We're going to update this guy. Yeah, just Yeah, I'm just forewarn you, it's going to take 2-3 minutes to get done. Forewarn. Let's go to this test screen. We are going to go in there and we're gonna click on this button right here. On click. See what's going to happen here. On click. We are going to say call employee DB access update. See there, and that's that. So that thing's just going to run through, right? This thing just going to run through until it gets done. Did I warn you already? It's going to take a couple, you know, it's going to take 2-3 minutes to get done, but we're going to release this later. But right now I'm going to show you the first record and 2 and 3. All right, so let's run this. Run the test form. We're going to click. Ooh, hold on. Okay, got you. This is a function. You see that it's a function. You say insub, doesn't work. You say you gave me the wrong name. We copied it from here, by the way. That's why. You see, we copied from there. So just say in function, exit function. And what about the next, the top one there? That's a sub. Okay, that's good. All right, so continue. Click on this little arrow or F5. There, it jumps in here. Now, initially, it's going to be 1. It's going to be this. All right. Now, the record count will be something because we got record. But does the current number have anything? No. You see that? No. There's a problem here. If we're going to do this, it's going to be a problem here. All right. We don't want this here. So let's put an error in here. If not is no. So we got to do 2 checks. We'll say this because it's no. We don't have, nobody has a number yet. See that? That's the reason why I come in here and to show you that you must do this like so. Alright, so now the record will be something just like I said, but this guy is no because we don't have anything in there. Alright, all the records is empty. We just added that employee number in there. So it's going to say, is it no? If it's not no, continue. Alright, so let's go hit next. Now this time this guy is preset. This is second record now. This time it's preset to this, but check this out. See there? That was added just now. Alright, that was just added. See now we got something. It's going to come in here. Alright, it's going to come in here and grab the last 5 digits in here. Alright, see right now the I new employee number is 0. Alright, let's tap F8, go in there. Now it's 1. You see there? Because we converted the string. See right there, we converted to int string, so it's going to be 1. Now that 1 is less than 9. That 1 is less than 9. It's going to add it to this. Alright, and the new number will be this guy. Alright, so you see there? The new number will be 0002. Alright, let's tap through. Let's look at that. See there? That's the new number. 00002. Alright, so you see how that works now? So we're going to do then one more time. This is the 3rd round. Alright, 3 of 8 something thousand records. Preset. This guy is number 2. You see there? It just added. We'll grab the top, the max. This guy is 0. It's going to get set to number 2. Set to number 2. See there? Now we're going to add that 2 to this one right here, and this new number will be 03. All right, so let's tap. Looking good. See there? You see there? Looking good. All right, I'm going to undo this we're gonna let it run. All right, so like I said, it's gonna take about 2-3 minutes to get done, so let's let it run. Let's let it run. See there, you can see this hourglass. Alright, so we're gonna let that sit right there, and we'll be back. Okay, I'll let you sit. I'm gonna grab coffee, maybe walk outside and check out the cloudy weather outside, and I'll be back in here shortly. Alright, we're back. So it probably took more than that, maybe 5 minutes, but let's take a look. Let's take a look, see what it did to here. Let's go to employee. Look at these numbers. Look at that. They're all uniform now. Alright, now we have all these numbers all the way to 9,000. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down to 9,000. Not 9, 8,000. Look at that. All that is populated correctly. Okay, and mine was the last one because we added that guy in there. Okay, so we're good now. Now we can close that screen. Let's pop back to the code behind. Alright, one more thing that we need to do before we close this file is to go into this employee right here. Employee, and the new number will be employee DB access new number. Let's turn that new number to a public. New number to public. Alright, and while we're here, we don't need this anymore. We are going to close that down or delete it. Alright, we're going to delete that because we don't need it. Okay, so we are left with that. Control S, save, yes, close that file, and now we can say new number. You see there? New number. Good. And the next thing that we need to do is go to this employee form. We're going to change this code. Instead of getting first name, last name, we are going to say employee number. Alright, employee number. That is that. Close that down, open it up from the main navigation. Okay, so the employee ID, something is not. Okay, this probably has to do with the password. The password. Alright, so let's close that down. We're gonna find out what's going on. Display. Let's go back to DB employee DB access. Open up. Let's scroll down to this guy. Not by email, by ID. Employee by ID right here. I'm going to put a stopper right there, put a breakpoint right there. We're going to examine what's going on there. Let's open it up. What is null? This one comes from the employee list. You see there? That's the problem right there. Okay, so we're gonna stop that because we added the employee ID in there. We need to not employee ID, employee number in there. We have to update this list to include the employee number right here. Double click on that, bam bam, and it is right at the end here. You see there? Now we're gonna move this guy up to next to the employee ID. Right, and that's where it was saying, hey, I don't see this employee number. What are you talking about? Now Control S, save, close. Now we should be good now. Alright, we have done everything that we need to do. See there? I bet you if we say number, we get the number. You see there? Good. Good. Alright, so that's how you want to do it. All right. Let's see. let's go to mine. You know why I keep coming to here? It's nice. That's nice right there. See there? That's nice. Obviously, we don't want to show the border. Obviously, we don't want to show the border. All right, we're gonna fix that in a minute. And let me show you something here. The reason why I don't want to click anybody else is because you see this password right here. Only I have a password. You see? But we can do this. Let's put NZ comma, put an empty string in there. Now I can click on this guy. Alright, before I couldn't. Without this password I couldn't. Without this NZ I couldn't, because that password is no. Only I have a password. Alright, now let's fix this guy right here. Let's make it a little pretty. Let's make it a little pretty. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do double click. Excuse me. Let's do design right here, and I don't want it to put in there either. Or should I? Yeah, I could. I just what I want to do here, I want to make this guy small. Let's dress this up. Let's make that guy just a tad taller. Alright. As a matter of fact, let's increase the font to different font. This is 16. Let's make this thing 28. Okay. Alright. That looks more like a barcode. Now we want to make this guy, the back right here, back style right here, normal. I mean transparent. Alright. Also, yeah, that's good. And now we can move this guy up because it's transparent. We can move this guy up right about J. And then we're gonna add I'm gonna copy this label, copy, paste bottom. And here we're gonna say, this label, we can say employee number. How about employee code? Like that. Move this guy over. Select that, and how about border right here? Border style. See how it's solid? Let's change that to transparent. See there? Change that to transparent. I think we should be good now. Alright, let's move this guy up. A little down. Just like that. Control S. Close it. Let's take a look. Administration. Employee. See, let's see anybody. Look at that. Nice. You see there? Let's look at Jack. Look at that. That's good. So we got all barcode. Now that code could be longer. Alright, that code could be longer. I see it's like fitting right in there. We might have cropped off some stuff in there. So to prevent that, yeah, you know what? Let's make that a little wider. Design. So I want to make this guy wider. Just in case. Just in case, you never know. Alright, you never know. Alright, when you make that guy wider, you gotta move this guy down to the right, not down to the right. Otherwise, this guy's gonna have a little space there, and I'm gonna pull this guy. Come on, give me the handle. There. I'm gonna size that guy to right about right there. That looks good right there. Control S. Now we don't have the space on the bottom and space to the right, so we're good there. Let's try that again. This should look real good right here. No, employee. Nice. So we pull this guy all the way out to about that far, just in case. Alright, just in case. So that would be all code. Well, obviously we're almost done. We're not quite done. So we need to add the variable to hold this information. All right, the employee number information. So let's close this down. Let's go to the employee form. Go to the design view. We're almost done. All right, because when we save this guy, we gotta save it with this number. All right, well, I'm gonna do Control C there, Control V, and arrow out. We are going to move this guy right next to there. Okay, now let's go back to the code behind. Okay, and we are going to look for, actually we're going to go on the bottom here. All right, see where you say ID here. Let's go to add. Actually, I forgot. We gotta give it a name. Duh. TXT employee number. There. Now we can do me txt employee number equals null. Oops. That was clear. Here is a lock. Me. Obviously, we don't want to unlock this guy. All right. We do not want to unlock this guy. This guy will do exactly what employee is doing. Okay, so that guy won't have the same settings as the employee's ID. White. Now let's go to the unlock. See there? Unlock. We want to set this guy me txt. Remember, everything that employee ID is doing, employee number will do the same thing. Alright, we definitely don't want to give the user the employee ID. That would be too much to remember. Alright, and well, look at this. This is this light blue here. That should be white. That should be white. That should be white too. Back color. Actually, back color, we don't do anything here. You know what? It's a transparent. But it's okay. You can type white, but it won't affect. You know the reason why it won't affect? Let me show you why it won't affect. Even when you say white, blue, whatever, it won't affect. It's because this guy is turned into transparent. See there? Back style transparent. Similarly, this guy should all be transparent. Alright. Let's make that transparent. Back style. Now the reason why you don't see it as transparent is because its visibility is null. So, but it's good practice. Alright, it's good practice. Just do that. Make sure everything that we want to see is that's it. That's all we need to do. Alright. Now when we save, you see right here, this is where that number will get saved. Alright. Without setting this guy, that new number means nothing. You see there? That new number means nothing. Now the new number means something. We're gonna say if we add or update whatever, that new number will always be the same. Alright. That's all there is to it. Alright, that's all there is to it. So let's take a look at it again. Let's see. Yeah, let's look at this Tony Fernandez again. See there? This is all looking real nice here. All right. It's all looking real nice there. Now all we have left is to wait for my scanner to arrive. When it does, we're going to test that out. All right. We are going to test that out. Look at that. That's the barcode, right? 3 of 9 barcode. Okay. So if you want to go over this, you can rewind this video and check this out, how I did that. And the bug, no more bug. So we can close this guy down. Hit enter there, close. And let's take a look at my logout. Let's look at the logout. Employee. See if that logout still good. See if that logout still good. It should log out right at 3:24 something. Um, 3:24 p.m. something. All right. Email. Log out. Yep. 3:23 rather. Okay, that's good. So everything is dandy. So there you have it. Alright, we did 2 things. We fixed the bug, the steps that need to happen, and then to prevent the error from happening. As far as the login is concerned, we also implemented this 3 of 9 barcode, which that wasn't hard at all. The question is, will that work with the scanner that I bought? We'll find out when it arrives. There you have it. Happy programming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell. And also comment below, and if you need help, inbox me. Thanks again.